Happy Friday! I'm going to try and make this video as short as possible, but it's a lot of information, and it's very important information, especially if you're a first-year student. So this video is going to be covering checkout, the shuttle, checking out after graduation, and storage. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to be asking about is the shuttle, and hopefully by now you know when your flight is leaving, and you have that information in hand. So if you are taking the shuttle only leaves the Saturday after finals at 8 a.m. from Mcintosh Center. Again, Saturday after finals, 8 a.m. Mcintosh Center. That's really important because it helps set your plan. If you're planning to take the shuttle, you need to be checked out of your room. You need to be at Mcintosh before 8 a.m., right? Before 8 a.m. so that you can get on the shuttle and get to the airport, okay? If you're planning to take the shuttle. If you are returning next year for school, if you're returning, the shuttle will cost you $50. If you are not returning, you are a graduating student or you're leaving from exchange, it will not cost you $50. How do you sign up for the shuttle? You'll go to onu.edu, you'll go to current students, and in the current students office and services, you'll go and find Mcintosh Center. In Mcintosh Center, there's a little drop-down menu. It says in this section, and you will choose airport shuttle, okay? The airport shuttle request form is the one that you will be choosing. Do not choose the new International Student Shuttle Request Form. That's not the one you want. You want Airport Shuttle Request Form. You'll fill that out with all of your information, choosing the correct date, right? Correct date, and submit. If you are leaving for the final time, you need to send an additional email to Mcintosh at onu.edu to say, I am leaving as an international student for the final time. That way they know not to charge you, okay? So now that you've got your shuttle signed up for, you're all ready for that, you need to know about checkout. Hopefully by now your RA or SRA has either sent out information in email, you should check your email, or had a meeting about it, come by and talk to you about it, ran into you at WOW to talk to you about it, whatever, to talk about checking out. They should have their own process. They'll tell you how to sign up for a time to check out, right? And you're going to go through them to do your checkout process. You don't go to me. I cannot help you check out, okay? So what you'll be doing is signing up for a time to check out. Normally speaking, we say you have 24 hours from your last final to check out of your room. But if you're taking the shuttle on Saturday and your last final is on Wednesday, that leaves a pretty big gap. Where are you going to sleep, right? So at the end of the year, we often say that you can stay in your room until Saturday before 8 a.m. if you're taking the shuttle, okay? So if you're taking the shuttle, you'll go to your RA and say, I'm checking out on Saturday because I'm taking the shuttle, right? If you have any problems, please come to me or to Scott Parson in Housing, and we will assist you in communicating with your RA or SRA. But they should know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So when you sign up for your time, make sure you put it in your calendar. Make sure that you are well aware of what time your RA is going to show up at your place to check you out. So there are two different ways that this could work when you do check out. Either you are the very last person to check out, or you're not the last person to check out of your room. If you're not the last person to check out of your room, your roommates are staying a little longer than you. Let's say your last final's on Wednesday and your mom is coming to pick you up. Who knows why, they're visiting, sure. Or your friend is coming to pick you up, right, on Thursday. You need to make sure that your room, all of your things, your belongings, are outside of the room, right? Your room is completely cleaned. That all of your, let's say your toothbrush and your toothpaste and your pots and pans and your clothes and your bedding, all of it is out and clean, okay? If there is your roommate stuff, that's fine. That's not your responsibility. But you want to make sure that you've cleaned your room, that all of your things are out of it. I suggest keeping all of the drawers open as you empty them to know that they're empty, truly empty. Check under your bed, check in the closet, whatever it is, to make sure all of your things are gone. Okay? If you're the last person to leave, you need to make sure that all the common areas are also clean. Okay, so the living room or the kitchen or the bathroom, they all need to be clean and empty, right? All of your things, anyone else's, pitch it as well, right? Everything needs to be clean and empty, okay? Drawers open, cupboard doors open, all of that, clean and empty. When your RA gets there, all of your things need to be outside of the apartment or the room, okay? They're going to have that checkout sheet that you filled out at the beginning of the year with all of those little things that you found were like not quite right in your room, right? So let's say you said, oh, you know, this door doesn't lock, right? And you wrote that down. Okay. Hopefully throughout the year you fixed those things. Hopefully. But if you didn't, this is a great time right now to submit a work order. Go to your RA and say, I need to submit a work order for these things that are wrong in my room. My door is off its tracks, or my light bulb is out, or whatever. So that they know that these are some things that are wrong with the room before checkout. Before checkout. Now, if you have serious damage in your room, let's say they come in and there's like a big piece of paint missing from the wall, bigger than your hand, that's something you'll be charged for. But if it's just a little tiny piece of paint, right, they are not going to charge you for that. Okay? The same with other large things. Look, if you ripped up your carpet, you're going to get charged for that. If you smoked in your room after I told you not to, if you went and did it anyway because you didn't care that it was a smoke-free, tobacco-free campus, you'll be charged for that. Now that we've gotten that over with, moving on. If you have, let's say, minor damage to your table, right? Like maybe it's a little wobbly. You probably won't be charged for that either. A lot of the tables around here are kind of wobbly, right? But you want to go and make sure that you put any of those really big things in as a work order before checkout. So that when they get there with that checkout sheet, everything really matches up pretty well, okay? Your RA is going to meet you at your room to do that checkout sheet. They're going to go through your room, making sure that things match up. You're going to follow them. You're going to stay with them the entire time. The reason you're going to stay with them is first because it helps keep both of you accountable. That way nobody can say, oh, this doesn't match up with what I left, right? And housing has to say, I don't know who to believe. You were both there. You both saw what was going on, okay? The second reason is you will know exactly what to expect, right? If they wrote, the room is clean and perfectly fine, right? Then you should know that you shouldn't be expecting a big charge, okay? It should help you to know what to expect. So you're going to go through your room with your RA. At the end, they're going to ask for your key. You'll give your key back, and then you'll be on your way, okay? If you are checking out on, let's say, Wednesday or Thursday, but you don't have anyone that's picking you up, maybe you just wanted to check out early, you can stay at your friend's house, right? Or you could book a room at the hotel. That would be very nice. But we can't pay for that. That has to be out of your own desire to do those things, okay? We can't pay for it. If you have a lot of stuff and you need to store it, again, just like in our email, what we said, we can't store that stuff. So you either need to book some storage in Ada or find a friend who is staying here over the summer to store your things. You can't store it in Clark this year, unfortunately. You cannot do that, but you can find storage off campus, okay? We will help you call to make storage arrangements. But, like I said a few weeks ago, storage goes quickly. There might not be any left, Okay, so that's a reality. You can also give things away to Restore if you're not coming back. Give them away to your friends. Give it to the flea market, whatever. Okay, but we can't take it. Our office cannot take it. Sorry. Okay, what if you're graduating? You're like, oh, I'm here for graduation. Housing knows that graduation's happening, of course, that you can stay in your room until after graduation. Okay, so if you're staying for graduation or you're staying to see somebody graduate or whatever it is, you can check out after graduation. You need to make sure that housing knows that you're staying in your room for graduation. And then you would be checking out during the week, only during the week, Monday through Friday, right? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the housing office because their staff is going home, right? So you would go, if you need to check out after graduation, to the housing office and say, I'm ready to check out. All of my things are out of my apartment, right? And they would get your information. The front desk would get your information. They would go back to your room with you just like you would do with an RA and do your checkout the same way. You would stay with them the entire time. They would check your room. At the end, you would give them your key. Okay? Now, I really don't suggest just dropping your key off and hoping for the best. I hear you can do that, but then you really are waiving any right to contest, I believe, your charges. You really don't want to do that. I really strongly suggest not doing an express checkout is what it's called, and instead taking the time to go through it with the person checking you out. Okay? So, to recap, $50 to do the shuttle if you are coming back next year. It leaves Saturday, 8 a.m. from Mcintosh Circle. If you are checking out on that Saturday, you need to make sure you have enough time to check out and get to Mcintosh Center from wherever your apartment is before 8 a.m. You need to stay with your RA throughout the checkout. You need to have all of your things out of the room when you check out. You need to have the room clean when you check out. And you need to report all of your damage before you check out. If you have any other questions, you can come into my office. I will talk you through it. We'll call people. But this is really how checkout works every year. So have a good day. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you all later. Bye.